just had Nick Dacos in the old Bushnells, and the fruit hasn't fallen far from the tree. Jeez, he looks like his brother and his dad.
Does, doesn't
unbelievable.
Little mud flap.
Oh, yeah. And I'll tell you what, if he plays like them, they'll be very pleased at Collingwood because, geez, by Jingo's, by crikey.
He's got to go number one, Jim.
Good sizzle about him.
Or you're going to have to... Collingwood's going to need to stump up the equivalent of the number one draft pick to him. So.
But there's another kid that played today, and he's on the Melbourne list.
Yes.
What's his name?
Sudanese or African
African, yeah, exactly.
In the academy.
He's going to be a bloody star.
Ruckman.
Big ruckman, 200 centimetres. Needs to put on a bit of weight.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Remember Dake's brought out that ball? You know, where you kick.
Oh, yeah, the banana
I mean, if
ball.
the kids had one of them at home, no wonder they got good skills.
Got the Shane Warne spin ball.
Tells you exactly where to
put
kick
your
it, Bill, and where to hold it.
Hold it. That was where to put your fingers. I was talking to the girl on the gate because I come down a bit earlier today.
Here we go.
Another investigation.
Here we go.
Well, and anyway, she goes, you wouldn't believe who just come before you. I said, who? She goes, this bloke come in. He said, I'm with the media. Can I get in? She goes, well, who are you? And he goes, I'm Peter Dacos.
What is
and he was claiming he was in the media. Get him for free.
Forgot his ticket.
I don't think he is.
Fat, what you got a suit on?
One go on the pivots.
With gumboots.
With industrial boots. And what is that belt you're wearing?
Oh, it's just an old belt.
It's a very old belt.
It's a big one.
Tell me, is it the same colour
Look at
as
that.
the
It's come in a notch, Jim.
Yeah, you can't breathe.
Ducks.
It's not the same colour as the gumboots.
I'll tell you what, it's above my bed, Jim, and it's got a couple of notches in it.
Mud outside.
It has not. Let's get to the sting, please. Leroy.
I told you, homeboy.
That's what you call a nuff.
Yeah, that's how we living, and you know.
Like a nuff.
Break it down.
Oh, the feedback, Bill, I'm getting about this segment is very, very good.
Who from? Your mum and dad?
Mainly family. Hey, my wife, she was happy with it. She's never heard of it. But anyway, hey, I'm getting off to one here. And Jim, I've handed...
You better not go back there
No,
again.
no, I've learned that.
I put you on notice last week.
You gave me a phone call on the way home.
Did he? That doesn't happen again.
Well, if you want to stay on this, something like this. You want to stay on this show, you leave me out of your segment.
Is that what he said?
He did. He gave me a little one-on-one.
And I strongly suggest he listened.
And guess what?
What?
Might be in here, Jim.
Oh, good. Good boy.
Nah, hey, I've handed this man over to you, Jim, and his name is Greg Blewett. Now,
what's going on with him?
I don't know, Jim. What the hell is wrong with him?
His brain has evaporated. He used to be able to speak.
He was very good.
Jim, it does happen.
Well, Bill, you were born with it. He's developed this thing. I don't know how, somehow. But, I mean, he's demanding more airtime. He just wants to be the main man. And, well, this is what happened. This is what he said after someone did take some of his airtime.
Greg Blewett's good enough to join us. Bluey, how are conditions down on the boundary for Bob Jane T-Marts?
Yeah, firstly, Steve Hawking stealing my airtime, very selfish.
So he's just given Steve Hawking,
who runs the comp,
one of the biggest guests on Adelaide Triple M footy ever, and he's just clipped him on the way out. And I tell you what, Greg Blewett, if you're listening, which he will be, this is why you don't get much airtime, mate.
You can't
he deals this up.
Todd Marshall out late with a bad back. In came Georgiadis and Dyson Deppel, sorry. You know what? We love hearing that again. And he actually thought he got it right the fourth time, but he was still miles off.
backing over.
You know what? Let's listen to his other stuff.
Oh, no.
Clean bill of health for both teams down here, guys.
If he's going to demand
I love his little chuckle when he muffs it up.
Well, if you're going to demand airtime, let's just get speaking right. Maybe have a bit of practice. Speaking of Nuff behaviour, this is a Nuffy sort of answer in an interview, Nathan Buckley.
The bloke we're talking about that grabbed the phones had just been omitted from the game for concussion. So you're not thinking straight.
Should someone be there to help him think straight?
We're a little understaffed at the moment, Robbo, after COVID, so most of our people were hands on deck.
Oh, hang on. There was another Nuff in there too, doing the interviewing. Robbo. He's blamed that on concussion. Yes. Concussion. Now, come on, Damo. We all know that's nothing there. But now, Duck, I'll move on to you, and I'm just making sure my exit's clear. Can't get hold of it.
Watch you.
He's right in the way. I'm going to have to pile out the window.
Sweet science.
Anyway, made a big statement about the St Kilda Football Club. Let's just go and have a listen to his first statement.
Joey, they're cooked.
You reckon already?
Saints are done. And I'll tell you why they're done. Have a look at the next 3 weeks. Look at the 2 after that. They're not playing anywhere good enough to beat West Coast, obviously.
What was the score there?
Yes, well, they did beat West Coast.
They did come back, though. They were down, which was a good point. But this is unlike you, Duck.
Yeah.
You admitted that you were wrong.
Oh,
never.
Jim.
I said they'd lose the next 3. I'm wrong. I'm actually glad I'm wrong because I want the sides like the Saints. I want the Saints to win a flag. They've won in their history. I want them to play finals footy.
Duck.
Oh, so are you retracting or are you back in? Or where are you with the Saints at the moment?
I think I might have.
You're going back again? You're doubling down again.
I think I might have.
Well, actually,
question
you did
3.
retract something.
Do you retract last week's retraction about St Kilda?
Yes. They're cooked.
You know what? That reminded me of an interview I heard with a famous politician. This is her right now.
I haven't flip-flopped. I said no originally, then I said yes, then I have said no, and I've stuck to it.
I said no.
Very good. Getting a chuckle up.
It's getting funnier every time. It's like the Greek blue crab.
Actually, very good.
Yeah, very good. And now, boys, I listened to a VFL coach during the week, and I'll tell you, after hearing this, he was specially mic'd up. He gave us an insight of how it is at VFL level, what the coaches say, and I was inspired after listening to it. I tell you, I was pumped up. Here it is, boys. Listen to this, and be careful. Get the hairs on the back of your neck standing up.
Righto.
Some audio came to light this week, Clarky, as you're well aware of Sam Mitchell. I reckon he was mic'd up in Box Hill Hawks, might have been their last practice game, and he was calm, he was controlled.
Yeah, we want to play the high side, mate. Let's get the ball to this side.
We were not tough in that quarter. Now, we weren't attacking either, and I'll hand up, because we couldn't attack into the breeze. So in the last quarter, we'll deal with that, and we'll find a way to attack. We want to continue to score this quarter, but it's going to come down to 2 things. Toughness and leadership.
That's Sam Mitchell. I'm sure it wasn't put out for that reason, but did wonderful things for his brand, Clarky. People were talking him up after hearing it. He's one of the more remarkable people I've met in football, but it made you had a few things.
So you found all of that remarkable?
I thought it was really interesting, Duck. I thought the way he was calm, the way he handled himself.
I admit it was calm.
Well, I thought it showed him in a light we haven't seen him before. We've seen him as a player. We haven't heard him as a coach. I just think
So far you've said nothing that's remarkable.
Well, can you just let me finish, Duck? I think it showed Sam in a light we haven't seen him before, and people started talking about him as a potential senior coach off the back of it.
Probably if you had your time again, you'd probably drop remarkable.
What about that? Fair to say, Doug, I don't reckon you were that inspired. You didn't really learn much from the Sam Mitchell audio.
I walked down to the ground there. I wanted to play.
And you know what? I'm not even going to nuff Sam Mitchell. It's Howie for not just doubling down, tripling down on. Well, I was just arguing with you, Duck, but very good.
You know what I got out of that is Duck gave him a little clip.
Yes.
And I thought listening to, because it's the first time I've heard it, I thought listening to it that at the back end of the second lot of Howie stuff, Howie thought, I've actually dragged myself back into it. I'm going all right. And then Ross has just and flattened him like a fish.
That was brilliant.
Oh,
Well done.
Come on, Howie.
Yeah.
Come on, Nuff.
Well done.
Enough for the week, Howie. Done.
Well, it is fearless, Damo. This is what we come to expect from Bernard.
And I am watching you, Damo, very closely.
Well, you've already
Just
got
don't
me
slip
twice,
up. Yeah,
haven't you, out of the 6 weeks we've been together.
No, I'm watching you. I'm coming for you.
I do like how he brings it inside the tent, though,
Yes.
Jim.
Of course.
No one's safe.
No, that's
You've
right.
got to love Ross.
Still cousin Ross.
You were disappointing on that Saint stuff.
Yeah, I know.
It's unlike you.
Changed minds
Because
three times.
as Jim said, you got no predator in the media.
You did say you were wrong, though.
in the media jungle.
Is that the first time?
Yeah,
That's the difference
That's
between
new.
you and me. Even after St Kilda won, I still would have said I was right. And just left it at that. That's what you do.
You do.
You just don't acknowledge it.
I reckon the fans got to you.
Oh,
You actually
the
flinched.
pressure.
You flinched.
Pressure.
I've softened.
The pressure's getting
You
you, Doug.
flinched.
Sean Higgins going to join us
I'm
next.
out. I'm going.
No, he's a
If
little
only,
while away.
if only I had Sam Mitchell give me a
Oh, yeah, that's what you needed. We need to be tougher. That's how we win it.
I can't. Oh, there he is. I can't see his head.
Oh, there it is.
I can see the pill on him there.
There it is.